What up, chat? Let me ping Discord real quick. Bam, what up, chat? Hello, 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 hello. What up, y'all? How are we doing, bro? Like it needs to be a little bit louder. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Yo. What up, what up? How's everybody doing today? No crackling ear sex mic. Bro, don't even get me started about that, Lee. I'm so fucking butthurt. I'm so butthurt. All that effort just for T-Mobile to sell me a fucking broken ass phone, dude. So dumb. I've said it once and I've said it again. Android ain't shit. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. It's they just, I don't know. Although I will say, y'all, apparently, and I don't know how true this is, apparently the new S26s, a lot of them are having issues. Like, I know a lot of streamers who did Streamer University, they also had random weird issues with their stream phones. What's good, Sarby? Got a little dick appointment tonight. Let's fucking go. You know what? W dick appointment. Chat, can I get W dick appointments in chat, please? We love it, bro. We love it. I do have to say that is definitely a downside to long distance, bro. I'm jealous. I want a dick appointment. Go out and get your dick appointment, Leafy. Hey, what up, Raya? I'll probably be lurking today because I'm prepping for a long day tomorrow. Hey, no worries. Today's stream chat, it's going to be a little bit quick. I apologize. I got in late last night. And then I kind of woke up a little bit later today and just caught up on things. Like, I had to pay. When I was in LA, I didn't want to, like, handle all the invoices that I had to pay at the beginning of the month. You know, my editors and stuff. So I was just doing a bunch of, like, management things this morning. Went and worked out. Got dressed, ate, and then went live. But I'm definitely going live a little bit later than I wanted to. And I have to hop off by, like, 5. Me and my girlfriend are going to do, like, a little date night. Because I've been kind of neglecting her. Not neglecting her, but because I was in LA, I just wasn't spending as much time talking to her. So we're going to do a little FaceTime date while I edit my video tomorrow. And she kind of hangs and goes to sleep. So today's stream's going to be just a little bit shorter, but I think we can still cook through plenty of stories, y'all. Definitely can cook through stories. By the way, if y'all didn't tune into my streams, I went to LA this weekend and it was fun. I got to meet Kai as well as J-Bro and Chloe for the first time. Kai is just as much of a chud as she is online. Can confirm. It was super fun. We went to streamer games the first day. My goal was to IRL stream it. I didn't realize it at the time, but my phone was broken. The audio was super crackly. But then Kai and I did a cooking stream on her channel the other night. That was that same night. That was fun. And then the next day, we decided to skip streamer games, and I wanted to do reading Reddit segments with each of them. And then that's when I found out that my phone, like, something's wrong with my phone and it makes the audio super crackly. And I just refuse to record content with, like, shitty audio, especially when my content relies so heavily on good audio. You know, like, it just, there's no point to me to make a reading Reddit video where the audio sounds bad. So I was just like, fuck it, bro. Let me just get home and I'll go live and just, you know, do my reading Reddit when I get home. I stayed with them for like until Monday, and then Monday my little sister just moved to Long Beach, so I went and saw her place for the first time, hung out with her. And then yesterday I drove, saw my uncle, Picked up a couple of hockey sticks from him that I had ordered through one of his friends because he gets a good deal on them. And then I took my grandparents out to lunch. They live in like the Anaheim area. And then I drove back home. That was my entire weekend, bro. So that's why I didn't stream. That's why there weren't as many streams as there should have been this weekend. But Monday and Tuesday as well, like I just kind of was like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to spend time with my sister and my grandparents, you know? That random phone stream fucked my watch streak. I'm sorry for anybody's watch streak that fucked up. Actually, you know what? I'm not sorry. You can fucking blame Samsung for selling me, for giving me a fuck-ass phone with fuck-ass audio, bruh. So ridiculous, man. Hope your trip was good. I mean, I think it was all around good. I was kind of annoyed by, like, not being able to get the content that I wanted to get. But it was still fun. Like, it was nice meeting Kai, J-Bro, Cloy. I do remember why I don't live in LA, though. I will say that. I do remember why I do not live in LA. That place kind of sucks, low-key. I don't know how anybody does it. You were a great kitchen helper. Thank you, Kit Mittens. I appreciate that. Fuck Samsung and Apple. I actually agree with that, Maya. Welcome to the stream, guys. I've been busy Disney princess maxing. You know what? Don't apologize for that, Miss Morgan. I respect that. Disney princess max to your heart's desire. And I say that as somebody who is not a Disney adult and clowns on them. Don't listen to me. I can think it's weird, but you can do whatever you want. I love banana pudding with Nilla cookies too. Bro, I'm going to make that for Sam and her mom next time I visit. I'm so excited. Sam loves banana stuff too. I've acquired a crow. That's really... Oh, that's what you meant by Disney princess maxing. I see. Tristan and I are going to watch my favorite Sarby videos this weekend. Wait, do y'all have favorite videos for me? Chat, actually, real talk. What kind of stories do you guys enjoy the most? Do y'all prefer like relationship drama? Or are y'all like I don't know. What do you guys like to see? I'm actually genuinely curious. Showing him the gaycation and butter stories. That's so fair, actually. You know what, though? That Freemasonry story is up there with the gaycation story. I can't even lie. Unhinged Am I the Devil videos. I like the crash outs. All right, that's good to know. The batshit crazy ones? Okay, bet. I really love revenge stories. Interesting. Wedding stories are great. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I've found some in my overreacting stories that I want to react to. I've never really touched that subreddit. But I was looking through some for, like, react. I have, like, a bunch of stories that I want to react to that I was planning on reacting to with J-Bro, Kai, Cloy. And it just didn't pan out because of my fuck-ass phone. Couldn't know, y'all. Hold on, guys. Let me read out these subs and whatnot. Bixie Bites, thank you for resubscribing with Prime. That's not Bixie Gala, is it? I missed the last few streams again. I've been busy making furry art. You know what? I respect it, Bixie Bites. Thank you for the Prime sub, guys. If you guys have an Amazon Prime account, you have a Prime sub. All right? Make sure to at least use it on any streamer of your choice. Doesn't have to be me. But by God, would it be appreciated. I love rice pudding. Thank you for the 2 gifted subs. I did not even see that. I apologize. Okay, I did see Ink Charm had good manners. Who's the other person that got it? Tommy Pickles. Tommy Pickles. If you haven't said thank you to I Love Rice Pudding, you better. You better. I am Bixie Gala. I just changed my name. Okay, that's what I assumed, Bixie Bites. Good to know. Good to know. Good to have you, Bixie Gala. Donnie Rocket, thank you for resubscribing for 17 months at tier 1. God damn. Being subscribed for 18. Being subscribed for 35 months is insane. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh, and I love rice pudding. Thank you for subscribing for 1 month at tier 1. Welcome to the sub gang, baby. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Found your channel last night and binged a bunch of your videos. Thank you for watching them, Squeaky Blue. I'm already in love with Beans. I think you have to be in love with Beans, bro. I don't understand how anybody doesn't fall in love with my cat. He's such a cutie. He was so excited to see me when I got home. Let's go. Chat, I do want to get started on stories early because I was prepping. I actually haven't even pulled it up yet.
I know you know where they are, so.
I have this month, I want to do 15 most upvoted. Am I the a-hole? Am I the devil? But I do have best of Redditor updates on there. I don't think that video's feasible, chat, because I don't think I have enough overlapping stories. But I don't know. We can try. We can definitely try our damnedest on that one. But I have been having a lot more fun reading the updated. Wait, actually, really quick, chat. I feel like, and this could be just like, I don't know, maybe people, I just want to hear from chat specifically, because I think you guys are a good, like, soundboard. Do you guys not enjoy the updated videos as much? They don't do terribly, but they definitely don't bang as hard as some other types of videos that I make. And that's so funny to me because I enjoy the updated stories more. I really want to know, though. I like them more. That's how I feel, too. Who doesn't like an update? YouTube, bro. Those videos always perform the worst on my channel. At least as of late. I feel like when my channel first started blowing up, I feel like they actually did the best. Like, I felt like people wanted to see more updated stories, but now it seems like people just want those, like, quicker bang, 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 bang. You know, like I uploaded 2 best of stories back to back, and the views on them are kind of low compared to what they're normally at this point. Which is super interesting. I don't know, maybe YouTube just doesn't have a demand for updated stories right now. It is really funny, y'all. My subreddit videos are actually doing really well, so I need to do more of those. We'll probably do that actually after I finish. I have some Am I the A-hole stories that I'm wrapping up here, but that might be the move. Ooh. Lovable Shelly Belly, thank you for resubscribing for 1 month at tier 1. Been subscribed for 7 months. Thank you, Lovable Shelly. I appreciate you. Thank you for resubscribing. Could it be a case of summer slump? That's why network TV runs reruns in the summer, because people are outside enjoying the weather. You know, Phoenix Waller, you might be right. I don't know, though. I feel like YouTube, people are always looking for YouTube content. You know, let me look at some of my... Yeah, I mean, I think it's been since, like, May. My best Redditor update stories haven't been doing as good. That one did okay, though. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's insane by any means how they're performing. I feel like I've been lately noticing that they haven't been performing as well. But they still perform fine. Like, I don't care. I was just wondering, because, like, I feel like I love the updated stories. Like, those are so fun for me to do because, oh, I forgot to turn on my on-air sign. Beep. There we go. They're fun for me to do, bro. Like, I really enjoy them a lot. Oh, guys, let me turn down the... Okay. Sorry, I felt like the sign was overexposed. Girl Dinner Diaries is such a great story subreddit. I'll have to look at it. I get so mad when there's no update. No, for real. I love an update. Asian Fury, what up? My take is that Boru is much more likely to be covered by multiple channels. That's actually kind of a good point. I will say, I feel like my videos cover more Best of Redditor update stories. I'll have to look into Girl Dinner Diaries. Hey, Sir Apple, glad you found the video helpful. Dude, that video's been popping. That has been blowing my mind. I've had multiple of my friends text me about that video. Super, super interesting. Ads are over? Okay, perfect. Let's get it started, y'all. Let's get the read started. Hell yeah, chat. Hell yeah. Guys, I want to get started on the Reddit read. I think it'll be a good one. Like I said, I'm going to try to be off a stream by 5 p.m. so I can spend some time with my beautiful girlfriend. If we're lucky, she'll bless us with her presence. So let's hop to the stories, y'all. Let's hop to the stories. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 57 people watching, 28 likes. I know we could get that to 40 easy peasy. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on the post notice so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. Depresso Art, thank you for the gifted sub. If you guys got a gifted sub from Depresso Art, make sure to say thank you, all right, chat? We have good manners and good manners only. All right, y'all. Let's do it. Let's do it. Am I the... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me actually stop and start the recording for my editor. 18 minutes and 26 seconds. All right, now we can get started after I do my good streamer duties. Am I the a-hole? Currently pregnant with my second child, and my husband wants to audition for Survivor. My husband has been a big Survivor fan for years, and he dreams of going on Survivor this coming cycle. Am I the a-hole for not being supportive of this dream? Our first child is 3, and our second child is on the way in January. So if he gets selected, then I assume my baby will be a maybe 5 to 6 month old since it happens in summertime. Chat, how long does Survivor go for? I've never watched this show. I'm going to be so real. Is Beans here? Oh, he must have walked by the door, huh? What's Survivor? Survivor's a big TV show. Takes about a month. Bro, why can't he wait another year? I mean, I don't even think it's okay if he waits another year. Call me crazy. I feel like the time to be on a reality TV show is not after you had a 3 and a 1-year-old. Like, maybe once those kids are older and, like, going to school or something like that, and you've been established parents for a while, 3 and newborn is crazy. Survivor is still going? Bro, Survivor has, like, 80 seasons from what I understand. I'm concerned about his health with the starvation, his allergies, his eczema, sun exposure. As a dentist, I also am not a fan of him not having a toothbrush or toothpaste. Okay, I know nothing about Survivor, y'all. Is that real? They can't even give the people a toothbrush and toothpaste? Honestly, I'm also scared that something will happen to him on his... Honestly, Honestly, I'm also scared that something will happen to him on this adventure when we're so far away. He says no one has died on Survivor so far, but there's certainly people who have had to be medically evacuated. I know it's hard to get on the show, so it's not like he is a shoo-in if he applies, but am I the a-hole for not being supportive of this dream? I'm sure it'll be a once-in-a-lifetime experience and that he'll be immersing himself into a game and world that he loves. But we will literally have a baby, and I will have returned to full-time work by then. Thanks in advance for reading, and any advice is appreciated. Chad, do they pay people on Survivor? Is there like an upside to going on reality TV other than like maybe getting famous? But like the fame from Survivor can't possibly be like the fame from Love Island or something like that, right? Like, what is the upside to this? What is the upside to putting yourself on an island and starving? Do you make a bunch of money or something? There's a prize if you win, but that's it. There's so many better ways to make money. Okay, so it's $1 million prize, but nobody else gets prize money? That's it. Like, how many people does he compete with? It's got to be like 20 something, right? I mean, either way, like, sorry, I'm like thinking like, does it actually even make sense as a regular human being to be wanting to go on this show? But also for him as a new dad to abandon his wife. Sorry, I shouldn't say new dad. I guess 3 years old isn't technically new, but like that isn't also old, you know? Like a 3-year-old is still a handful. A 3-year-old and a 6-month-old is insane. Like, why would you just leave your wife? I understand having a dream, but I am of the firm belief that once you have kids, they become your dream. You don't get the luxury of pursuing those dreams anymore unless you've already made them happen in fruition or you're doing a great balancing job at like putting your dream off to the side and working on it when it makes sense and you're not neglecting your family. Like, I would consider this neglecting your family if you made it on the show and win. Me personally. Also, yeah, it's unnecessary danger, like OP was saying. Beans is just hovering. He doesn't want to hop. His health issues would disqualify him instantly. Allergies, eczema, and sun exposure? It's just allergies and eczema. I didn't realize that would disqualify him, but sure. Hey, what up, Drent? What up, Jen? In Survivor, you are paid, but it's based off how long you stay. First is estimated to get $3,500. Okay, that's not terrible. I was gonna say, I was like, there's no way that they can get away with just like not paying everybody except for one person. Hi, buddy. Thanks for joining. Wow. Hello, sweet boy. If you have health issues, they won't let you in because you're a liability for their insurance. I didn't know that eczema was that much of a liability personally, and allergies. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's for the money. So I'm kind of sitting here like, what's the point? Call me crazy, but if your dream is to pursue Survivor, you should do that before you have a kid. Or after you've established yourself more and like it isn't right after your wife just had a kid and is probably getting better, you know? Like, what if the wife has really bad PPD? Like, what? Is he just gonna, sorry, babe, Survivor takes precedence? Like, yeah, I don't know. Sarby, you should get a desk nest for Beans. Have one for him. He never uses it. Shout out y'all who remember the desk nest crash out because they didn't tell me which way to put the thing in and it got stuck. I mean, listen, Miss Morgan says it sounds like a man trying to prove he has a big old swinging dong. To me, it might be like a midlife crisis. Or I don't know, maybe it has been his dream all his life to do Survivor, but like, hey man, pick a better time. I don't know. I don't think it can hurt for him to apply, but I also think the wife should be like, hey bro, you can't leave me. You can't just leave me hanging after birthing your child. I gotta check if there's like an update or something on this, y'all. I gotta see this shit. Okay, no official post update. Damn, OP didn't reply to any comments, bro. Can't make a post and not write comments. Top comment is just not the a-hole, but I've heard it's hard to get on, so let the show disappoint him instead of you. Yeah, I wonder what their criteria... Yeah, I wonder what their criteria is for that show. Tell him to do all the household chores, take complete care of your child, eat very little, prepare all the meals, and get in tip-top shape while still working. And I mean, he just crawled under my monitor. All right. And get in tip-top shape while still working, like a single parent would. If he can't do it all, he won't be able to handle Survivor. That is actually such a good way to be like, hey, if you can't handle this, how are you going to handle Survivor, bro? How are you going to handle that shit? Oh, there he goes. There goes our little hero, bro. I can't even imagine, y'all. I'm trying to think if there is a reality TV show I actually think I could survive on. They all just seem nuts, you know? I just genuinely don't think there's any of them that I would want to do. That one was for you, chat. American Idol, I have a feeling it's completely rigged. MILF Manor. All right, you know what? I love that for you, Squinky Blue. I love that for you. To be fair, Survivor is much more about social engineering than actual survival in terms of gameplay strategy. Yeah, I guess that's fair. You kind of have to be like a little bit manipulative. I feel like Survivor and like Beast games are exactly the same. Idol and the rest of the singing shows are totally rigged. That's how I feel, man. Gotta do Love is Blind for the plot. Low key, one of my friends did Love is Blind, and that sounds like a nightmare. I've gotten like the skinny, the scoop. I don't want to do that shit. I can't handle that stuff, bro. I would love to be on RuPaul's Drag Race. You know what? That's so fair. Sarby the drag queen would rip. What would my drag queen name be, chat? Oh my God, you know what would be so fun, chat? Being on Queer Eye. Oh my God, that would be fun. Not the same, obviously, but that would be so fun. America Got Talent is another rigged show. Yeah, absolutely. Drag Queen Bee. I feel like you'd just say Queen Bee. Queen Bee. His name would be Sarbina. I kind of fuck with that low key. Sarbina. Sarbina, the drag queen. Give us the tea. No, I can't do that. Beast Games crossed over with Survivor. It was their most successful episodes. Oh, I didn't know that. Sarby go on wife swap? Absolutely not. Y'all are funny, bro. Sarbiana. Y'all are funny. Got jokes today and shit. Steal your grandma. I'd like to go on Dragula. What is Dragula? I've never even heard of that one. I'm not exciting enough for reality TV. Honestly, I don't think I could take it seriously. Like, I feel like people on like Love is Blind and like Love Island, like they take it so damn seriously. I don't think I could do that. I think like the whole time I would just be sitting there like we're being filmed. Like, you know, I would just not take it seriously at all. I would just be like rage baiting people, I think. Oh man. I think that would just be so funny to rage bait everybody. Am I wrong for that? Maybe I'm wrong for that, but being wrong never felt so right. Dragula is for alt drag queens with emphasis on horror. Wait, that actually rips. What is that on? I want to watch that. 90 Day Fiance. No, dude. 90 Day Fiance is crazy. My sisters went on a 90 Day Fiance kick back in the day, and I would watch it with them, and I was like, this is fucking crazy. Like, I think if you are in a relationship with somebody from another country, and there's a broadcasting network that's like, we want to film you, there's something wrong with your relationship, bro. You gotta snip that shit and move on. I'm so curious how they source the couples for that. I would pay such good money to learn how they do that. Dragula is on AMC, but I think season 1 is still on YouTube. Oh my God. So we could react to it? No, probably not. They would probably not enjoy that at all. Knowing you're in your bedroom, you get film make me uncomfortable. Listen. Just gonna bless their eyes with my naked butt cheeks. Crazy. All right, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 82 people watching over there. 44 likes. It's a little low. It's a little low, chat. Can't even lie. Y'all can bump up those likes. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on those post notifications so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. Yeah, that's how you do a good pitch, you know? I love rice pudding. Thank you for the 2 gifted. I don't think I got to say thank you for those. So thank you for those. Excuse you. Thank you, Lee. I feel excused. Would I be the a-hole if I ransack my parents' cars just like they did to my car? I-19 male, am home from college for the summer and living with my parents. I'm spending the summer working, saving money, and hanging out with friends who are still in town. Yesterday, I was at a friend's house playing video games. When I went outside to leave, I walked up to my truck and saw that it had been completely ransacked. All 4 doors were wide open, the hood was popped halfway open, the tailgate was down, and the bed cover was flipped up. The truck bed cover. I was like, why do you have a bed in your car? I'm sorry, I'm not redneck enough for this chat, all right? I don't know how trucks be. I live in a really nice, safe neighborhood, so I never expected anything like that to happen. I immediately checked my dash cam while pulling out my phone to call the police. That's when I realized that about 30 minutes earlier, my parents had come by and done it themselves. I told the dispatcher it was a false alarm since nothing had actually been stolen. Okay. Then today I went to the grocery store to buy food for the week. Coincidentally, my parents were there too. After they left, they sent me a picture of my truck with all the doors open, the hood popped, and everything ransacked again. Do you live with like shitty YouTube prank parents? Like why are they doing this? Do they think it's funny? I'm genuinely confused. They then came back into the store and started arguing with me in the middle of the aisle, saying I spent too much money on groceries. In parentheses, I spent less than $100 for the entire week, and that I shouldn't leave my truck unlocked. Okay. I mean, I don't disagree with that necessarily. At that point, I just walked away. They got mad at me for leaving them there, even though we had driven separately. So here's my question. Would I be the a-hole if I started leaving their car doors open in the driveway or in parking lots? Part of me feels like if they can dish it out, they should be able to take it. On the other hand, I know it would probably just escalate things, so I'm not sure. I'm just all around kind of like, why is this even happening? Yeah, you guys are saying it in chat. These are hella controlling parents. Exactly. And also, they just sound immature. Like, why are you telling your child that they're spending too much on groceries? If that's how you feel, buy their groceries for them. Like, this is a 19-year-old coming home from college. Like, pay for his groceries. I don't know. Call me crazy. I get that he's 19 and he's becoming an adult. But, like, if you can't buy your own child groceries when they stay with you for the summer, or, like, do you even care about that child? Me personally, I just don't understand. Like, the way that this post is written, I have to assume that the reason the parents are doing this is because OP leaves his truck unlocked. Which, to be fair, why? That's just such boy privilege right there. Be like, oh, I'm just gonna leave my car unlocked. Doesn't matter that someone could just hop in the back seat, you know, hide there until I get in the car and then rob me. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna leave it unlocked. I just don't really understand. And I'm not gonna lie, I think his reaction here is kind of dumb. Like, I don't think it's gonna do anything if you do this to your parents. I think you sit your parents down and be like, hey, y'all, why are you acting like a bunch of fucking 16-year-olds? If you don't want me to spend money on groceries, buy my fucking groceries. And if you don't want me to leave my truck unlocked, just tell me. And like, I can also not do that because I'm an adult and I will just face the consequences of those actions if I so desire to keep leaving my truck unlocked. Like, I'm just trying to think if my parents did this to me at 19. I would just be like, are we 13? Small town people are weird like that. Jester, that's the only thing I was thinking. Like, if this dude is leaving his car unlocked, he lives in a small town, he's got that small town vibe shit going on, and like, I don't know what it is, but sometimes people from small towns just like don't understand how to be a human being. They just do weird shit like this. I don't know how to explain it. I met plenty of people like this when I went to college in a small town that also attracted a lot of small town people. They just don't like understand how to not be weirdos. Like, this is just weirdo behavior to me. Live in a safe village, still wouldn't dare leave anything unlocked. I've never understood it. I was like, why would you just give people the opportunity to steal your shit? Like, I had a friend who he would leave his car keys in his car. Granted, I guess his car never got stolen, but I was like, why? Is it really that hard to take your car keys in your house with you? Is it really that hard just to go beep beep and lock your car? I don't know. I don't really get it. I want to look at the comments, y'all. I'm so curious. Okay, top comment is somebody asking, why are they doing this? Opie said, apparently they always check to make sure my truck is locked now. And then the comment replying to that is, first off, lock it. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, these parents are crazy, but like, OP, lock your damn car, bro. Okay, I kind of want to look at OP's page. Why? God, I'm just trying to fucking look at your page and, all right, whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna be honest, Sarby, I don't lock my car, but I take the keys inside. My neighborhood is boring. You could just... But you could... I don't know, bro. I can't. You just press the button. I think the only time that it might not make sense to lock your car is like if you live in a city. Like, I think in San Francisco, people do this. If you live there, like, stealing from cars was so common, people would just leave their windows open to be like, hey, please don't break my window. I don't have anything in here. Like, take a look yourself. Like, that's the only time I kind of see it. Other than that, bro, like, I'm assuming OP just, like, lives in the burbs or in a small town. Like, lock your car. Dude, if you live in a city, you should lock your car, WTF. If it's bad enough, like if there's too many car thefts. Like when I lived in Minnesota, I always locked my car. Like I felt like Minneapolis was not bad enough. There wasn't enough shit happening, you know, in the city for me to like leave my doors unlocked. I've heard people say they would rather leave their door unlocked than wake up to a broken window. I mean, like I said, I think that only applies in certain cities. In Atlanta, it's bad enough that people do it. There's so many smash and grabs every day that people would just have their stuff stolen in their car. I mean, I think, too, you can mitigate those types of things by not leaving shit in your car. You know? Like, I do, and don't get me wrong, Asian Fury, like I said, I understand it. In, like, Atlanta or San Fran or something like that, I understand it. But, like, don't leave it in your car. Hey, what up, awesome goat? Welcome to the stream. Damn, you have my channel bookmarked? God damn. Oh, yeah, Media Master. Me and my girlfriend watched that video. It was so good. So good. Yeah, I don't know, chat. Lock your cars. Am I crazy for that? I might be crazy for that. Even if you live in a boring neighborhood. Like, your neighborhood is boring until it's not. It's literally one button. I feel like unless you live in a city where they're breaking windows left and right, there really is not a downside. Alrighty, chat, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 84 people watching, 57 likes. I know we can get those numbers up. Let's do it. Let's do it. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on the post notice so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. Here we go. Would I be the a-hole if I let my brother get sued for child support? I, 25 female, am the youngest among us 3 siblings. Our eldest brother is a public school teacher who lives with me and my parents, but paycheck to paycheck. And my second brother recently got unemployed, but he's got kids now. That second brother of mine will be the one getting sued. They're asking me to help settle an argument with the mother of his firstborn because I myself have a high-paying office job, but I said no. Okay, sorry, this was said weird. Let me read it. They're asking me to help get to an agreement with the mother of his firstborn because I myself have a high-paying office job, but I said no. Wait, hold on. Is this implying that he has multiple kids with multiple people? The mother of his firstborn. My brother, girl, you gotta tell your brother to wrap it. The girl suing my second brother is the mother of my first niece. They were in a relationship until my brother decided to cheat on her. Now he lives with that new girl and had 2 more kids with her. But the girl already has 3 kids of her own. So my brother is like raising a larger family all of a sudden. We already accepted this situation my brother chose as my parents are getting older and we didn't want a chaotic family tree. If this isn't your definition of a chaotic family tree, what is your definition of a chaotic family tree? You got your brother. Your brother has 3 sources of kids. 1 with a woman he cheated on, 2 with the current woman he's with, and then she has 3 more. I don't know about y'all, but that's my definition of chaotic. I also help my second brother when they're short on money, especially for food and milk for all 3 kids. All of a sudden, my brother got tired of his life and found another girl to cheat on. Bro, how do you even find time to cheat? You got 6 little underlings that you're supposed to be taking care of. Where are you finding time for your dick? Am I crazy for saying that? Like, I don't know the girl. I'm not sure of her status. I'm not aware she also has kids, but that made me so angry, and I'm sure about cutting off any support I'm giving my brother. I won't even lend him a penny anymore because I can't find any good reason as to why he's deciding to get into another relationship when he can't even feed his new family. Recently, the first mother came into the picture again, demanding for child support because apparently my brother stopped sending her any. My first niece is already in 2nd grade, so I understand expenses are getting higher and my brother should help. But him getting laid off makes things much worse because he can't give anything to them, not even a cent. So now they're threatening to sue him. My parents just discussed this issue with me yesterday because they're asking if I could talk to the first mother, push her to understand my brother's situation for now, offer my financial help if needed so that I could help my brother. What? This is so it's not even your brother who's like, "Hey, sister, I know I've made insane amounts of stupid choices in my life that have put me in a massively fucked up situation. Can you help me out?" It's not even him saying that. It's their fuck-ass parents. OP's mom is coming to her like, "Hey, can you pick up the pieces of your dumbass second brother and also pay for his child?" I would be like, I'm out. Goodbye. Bro needs to be neutered like a dog. Lee, I couldn't agree more. Bring out the castration scissors. Them bitches rusty, but they'll slowly make their way across his balls, bro. And I said no. Now my parents are ignoring me because they believe I was unreasonable and letting my brother get sued will make things worse because he will never eat. Because how will he ever find a job if he gets jailed? Honestly, this might be controversial. Jail might be a good thing for this guy. Like, call me crazy. Call me crazy. At least he can't spawn more seeds. You know? At least this would stop this guy from procreating. I'm sorry if I'm bad at writing, but am I doing the right thing and should I stand my ground or would I be the a-hole for doing this? Edit, I'm adding much more context here. I'm from the Philippines and we have a law called VAWC, Violence Against Women and Children, and not paying child support would fall under economic abuse. Wow, wait, can we get this in the United States? What the fuck? So yes, here in our country, my brother could be in prison for up to 20 years? I believe that's bailable. Even the penalty could reach hundreds of thousands. Yo, chat, where's our VAWC? What the fuck? The Philippines are cooking on this one. Yeah, I think OP should contemplate not only cutting off the brother, but also cutting off the parents. Like, what do you mean your parents are ignoring you because you won't bail out your brother for what he did? If my parent did that to me, I'd be like, you're delusional. You're deranged. Oh my God. I just want updates. I just want updates and comments. Please. Please. Okay. That's crazy, man. Here, they also do things like cancel their driver's license, not let them leave the country, accessing football matches, things justice knows dudes will hate. God, I wish they did that here, bro. That would be incredible, man. America hates women, Sarby. You're right, Resilient Sage. I forgot. I forgot this country blows dick. Sadly, that law would be so weaponized against minorities. Oh, fuck. You're totally right. It would be. During the World Cup, they sent a list of people who couldn't access the matches until they paid their child support. Dudes started to pay millions in unpaid child support. That's so embarrassing. Like, you have to just be such a loser of a man to be like, yeah, instead of having a conscience and taking care of my child because, you know, I made them, I'm going to pay my child support because I want to go see another man kick a little ball on a field. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't get it. I don't get that love of sports. It's so brain dead to me. How can a bunch of guys kicking some balls on the field and taking dives be what leads you to being like, I should pay my child support? That would be crazy, man. Just insane. Could you imagine if the NFL did something like that? Oh my God, it would be incredible. Men love balls, I fear. They probably do. Too many ball lovers. Don't you get temporary no-fly listed if you don't pay child support for long enough in America? I've never heard of that, but I'm not the best source of information on that, I don't think. Hey, thank you for the gifted membership, Bodacious. I appreciate it. Zion Alexis, thank you for resubscribing with Prime. I appreciate it. Y'all using your Prime subs on me. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all too goated. Reverse exile, no, for real. They really should make men's lives more miserable if they don't pay child support. I think that would be great. You know? Alrighty, chat, we got another one. Another banger. Y'all fuck with the FNAF lore? I genuinely don't know any FNAF lore, so. I just thought this one was really funny. All right, let's do it. Am I the a-hole for walking out of our friend's autistic brother's 45-minute presentation about the FNAF lore at a house party? We have a male 23 autistic brother. So me and my girlfriend recently attended a friend's 30th birthday party. He had his 23-year-old mildly autistic brother there. Before the party, we were all in a group chat where his brother overtook the entire thing, and we were frequently having our phones blown up and coming back to 200 plus messages, which made us lose information about the event every time anything was put in there. He was also messaging it way into the night, and to the point we both had to just mute the chat indefinitely. 200 plus messages is a little insane, I can't lie. When we got to the party, the host and his girlfriend opened the door for us, and as I was saying hello and giving a hug to my other friend, he completely bulldozed me out of the way and ran up to my girlfriend and shouted a joke in her face and ran off immediately afterwards. Keep in mind, he's never met either of us before. Hmm. I'm just going to throw this out there. We're halfway through the story, or not even halfway. Oh my God. I'm not really feeling wild about OP's acceptance of people with autism at this point. Like, I understand how that would be annoying, but like, I'm very curious what his definition of mildly autistic is here, because all of this that I've read up until this point, I don't think I would describe as mildly, which makes me think he is not as knowledgeable and very less accepting of people like this. But let's keep going. I think we have to get through the rest of the story to fully know. He was also ridiculously drunk by the time we got there. The event started at 4 and we got there just before 7, and he was genuinely so drunk he could barely stand. Everyone was trying to get him to drink water. Following this, we all went to sit outside in their garden where he then got quite upset that I had sat in his chair, but he didn't say anything to me or anyone else about it. He sat next to my girlfriend and kept muttering things about me under his breath and barging her chair with his leg so that she kept having to move up. Eventually, we got up and he immediately ran to get his chair and then went around to everyone else that was sat down and was going on about this chair to the point that he was at a near meltdown. At the same time, he also turned off the music of a playlist we had all added to because he felt overstimulated. Part of the party was that we had all made slideshows / joke presentations running for about 2 to 3 minutes for our friend's birthday. During ours, the brother in question kept shouting over us, kept falling on the floor in hysterics to the point where everyone was purely paying attention to him and just trying to get him to sit there and watch. We could also see the host. It being his 30th birthday, was clearly not having a good time at... Sorry, that's a weird sentence. We could also see that the host was clearly not having a good time at his 30th birthday party. He's usually the most chill guy in the world, and we knew he'd love what we had done, and it just sort of ruined it for everyone. When it got time for the brother's presentation, he made us all sit in silence while he went and did a costume change. Came downstairs in a Freddy Fazbear costume, with a printed 30-page double-sided document of the contents of his presentation, and then proceeded to do a 45-minute presentation about the full lore of Five Nights at Freddy's. Listen, wrong time. I gotta admire the commitment. I can't lie. Costume, 30-page double-sided document, and knows how long the presentation... Sorry. Costume and 30-page double-sided document, like... That's some commitment right there. That is commitment. About 10 minutes in, me and my girlfriend politely shuffled out to go grab another drink at the shop across the road, and he accosted us as we were leaving. We then did not come back in. The host's girlfriend even came out and was sat with us in our... Sorry, the grammar of this is really interesting. The host's girlfriend even came out and was sitting with us in our living room and was like, yeah, I get it. We also weren't the only ones to leave. We want to say a good half of the people walked out. Who's we? We also weren't the only ones to leave. I want to say about a good half of the people walked out. Any motion this party had was immediately killed, and people started leaving straight after this. The whole time, everything anyone did had to revolve around him and making sure he was comfortable. But this in turn made everyone else feel uncomfortable. We didn't have a great time and didn't appreciate being shouted at by the brother whilst also walking out to get a drink. Oh, okay. I'm just going to say, am I the a-hole? I think he's asking if him and his girlfriend are the a-holes. I think that's why he kept saying we. Yeah, I mean, I don't think OP's the a-hole. I'm trying to think, though, like, whose responsibility is it to make sure that the person whose birthday it is, like, they're having a good time? And I'm just kind of confused, like, who threw this birthday party? Like, I'm trying to think if I was in the same situation, like, somebody, not OP necessarily, but somebody should have stepped in and been like, hey, dude, like, let's, your Freddy Fazbear presentation is not the vibe here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I think OP has a reason to be annoyed. I feel like nobody is, like, it almost seems like everybody is just kind of like letting him be annoying while being annoyed at it without like checking it. And I'm just wondering whose responsibility that is, Because, like, I think we would say family, but, like, why should it be the person whose birthday it is responsibility to, like, maintain and control his brother from ruining a party that he just wants to have fun at? So that's just hard. Like, I do think OP was giving me a little bit of a vibe that, like, he just really has no tolerance for autistic people. Like, that's just more of a vibe that I'm getting here. But, like, I get it. I think I would also be annoyed. I think I also would have walked out of this 45-minute presentation. Or, I don't know, if it was close enough of a friend of mine, I would be like, hey, brother, like, let's not do this here. Like, do you have a presentation about the birthday boy? No. Do your Freddy Fazbear presentation for, like, YouTube or something. This is not the time, Yeah, Bouncy Ball, this is kind of how I feel a little bit. Like, you can't let people get annoying like this. I did not get the vibe from this story that people are, like, telling him, hey, bro, you can't have, like, you can't be Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this whole thing that was just described was Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. All right? Like, you can't have your favorite chair. I'm sorry. If you are someone's got to just be like, hey, bro, dial it back. I suspect it's a case of people not wanting to be the bad guy and tell the brother he is annoying. Yeah, and Chinchito, I think a lot of the times it's like family's responsibility to do that, but like, I don't know. I hope, I don't think we can like assign responsibility to anyone in particular, but somebody should have been doing it. Me personally. Wait, why is everyone saying everyone sucks here? Wait, why are you guys all saying everyone sucks here? I didn't even say that. Not the a-hole, but I want to know more about his opinions on the timeline and how much of the lore he got through. Yeah. No, and this is my thought, Media Master. This whole thing confuses me. The autistic person is the brother of the guy whose birthday it is, correct? The birthday guy is the host. I'm trying to wrap my head around why the birthday guy, the brother, didn't step in. I mean, maybe, and like that's how I feel. Don't get me wrong. I think on your birthday, that shouldn't be your responsibility. Like, he should just be worried about having fun. That being said, someone should have been like the designated brother checker. Does that make sense? That could be his partner. That could be another one of his siblings. That could be like a good friend. I don't know. I just feel like if you know, I mean, you've been on this earth with this guy for 23 years. You should know by now that he's going to maybe do stuff that needs to be checked and maintained the entire night. Maybe the host was enjoying the FNAF presentation. You know what? Maybe he was. Maybe he was. There's ways of handling someone with autism like this, but OP sounds like a dick. I don't disagree, but he didn't do anything dick-esque, in my opinion, in this specific situation. Like, I don't think... I was saying, like, I'm not getting good vibes from him in terms of how he feels and, like, how he explained things. That being said, I think all the context that he explained was important. And on top of that, like, I too would kind of be annoyed. Like, if this guy is crossing boundaries, like, making contact with my girlfriend, yelling in her face, just kind of, like, doing things that are make everybody uncomfortable, like, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy was real, like, a huge dickhead to all autistic people and had, like, a bad opinion, but, like, I don't know, I feel like we didn't get enough information on that. Yeah, and the post, he gives off weird vibes. That's how I felt too. I don't know. I don't think it's everyone sucks here. Like, OP didn't do anything bad. If anything, it's not the a-hole, but you're giving bad vibes. Be careful. Maybe the party was the FNAF lore drop we got to hear along the way. Exactly. Yeah, I didn't really like the, like, mildly autistic thing. I didn't know why. Like, why are we putting quotes around that? I mean, we can look at what the comments are saying. Pretty much all not the a-hole. Well, let me look at... Man, is this like the new default for people's profiles to be on private or whatever? Like, come on, bro. Let me do a deep dive. Yeah. Could be what he was told by the brother. That's true. Yeah, I don't know. Weird one. Not a huge fan. Ashley, thank you for resubscribing. Or excuse me, subscribing with Prime. First time. Thank you, Ashley. Welcome to the sub gang. Thank you for cutting in those Daddy Bezos profits for me. Sorry, guys, my throat's a little fucking sore, and I don't know why. Like, I really haven't been streaming that long. Also, just, like, haven't been talking as much. Sounds like it's time for some tea, y'all. I gotta be on my tea grind. Chat, let's keep it going. I think I do want to dive into more Am I the A-hole stories. I think that'd be fun. This is the last one that I have pulled up. So let's read this. If you guys are on YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 96 people watching, 67 likes. And a fucking 10 gifted from Chicken Sandwich. God damn. Chicken Sandwich, thank you for the 10 gifted. If you guys got a gifted membership from Chicken Sandwich, you better be saying thank you. Chicken, thank you for always supporting me. I appreciate ya. W Chicken is correct. Make sure y'all are saying thank you, okay, guys? All right. If you're on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. I know we could get that shit up to 80 likes. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Please help me. If you guys are on Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on the post noties. Oh, shit. What up, Eminem? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, here we go. Am I the a-hole for snapping at my parents for making me take birth control? I, 17 female, just got into a fight with my parents about birth control. This has been a topic of contention in my family for a while, and I have firmly stated that I am not comfortable taking birth control due to the side effects and risks. Their main concern is that I have been in a 2-year-long relationship with my boyfriend, and we are going to college within 40 minutes of each other. Both him and I have expressed that we don't feel the need to have sex with each other. We have not had sex, and we don't plan on having any. Even if we did, I track my period, which is regular, and condoms are readily available on both of our college campuses. Wow. And the most responsible 17-year-old award goes to OP. Like, oh my God. Good for OP. Okay. She sounds locked in and focused. I've told them reasonably before that I'm not comfortable with it, and I understand that they're just trying to watch out for me. However, I am just not comfortable taking the pill or the shot or the IUD. I have heard about so many negative side effects, and it's unsettling. I'm an athlete with a regular period and regular symptoms. I have no desire to change that because if it gets messed up, then it impacts my performance too. That's a good point. I expressed all of this to them, but they're demanding I still take it. Today, they sat me down to have another conversation about it, and I finally got upset about it. I told them I don't want to take birth control, and I told them all of the reasons why. They said that I'm being selfish for not considering it, but I have considered it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Your parents are saying you're being selfish because you don't want to take birth control, which is completely only related to you. Do you guys see what I'm saying? You're so selfish for making a decision for yourself that only affects you. I would lose it. I would actually genuinely lose my mind. I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm being selfish. This is my body. The birth control only affects me. Negatively or positively. Oh, dude, I'd have a monumental crash out on my parents. Oh my God. I did the research on it and I'm still not comfortable with it. Their version of a compromise was that they'll let me take the pill, which is by far the worst one. Exactly. Even I know that and I'm a stupid man. I'm quite literally about to give in, go to the doctor and get the prescription and just throw out the birth control because I'm so done with this fight. Actually, that's not a half bad idea as long as your parents are paying for it. Low key, maybe that's the move to get them to shut the fuck up. And then you just go through college and then go no contact with them. That might be the play, chat. I'm so tired of the conversation and the fighting about it, but I just don't want to take birth control. But they said they won't pay for college if I don't take it, and I just feel so trapped. I feel like an a-hole, but I also know that I'm just trying to stand up for myself in my medical decisions. Holy shit. Like, I'm all for setting up your child so that they can practice safe sex, but let's not shove it down their throat. I low-key think what OP just said might be the answer of like, okay, I'll just make them think I'm taking these birth control pills so that they'll shut the fuck up, pay for my college, and then you can go no contact with them after you graduate. You can walk down the aisle of your college graduation with a sign that says, "I never took my birth control, bitches." And then go no contact with your parents after that. Hook, line, and sinker. Edit, I did not mention this before because I didn't realize it was important. I'm going to a historically women's college. I do appreciate the concern over being... Whoa. Oh. I do appreciate the concern over being R-worded, and it's definitely something I'll watch out for, but there are very few men on campus. Okay, I mean, I guess that's something that can happen, but like, wow, is that like an insane thing? Wow, that is an insane reason to argue for forcing somebody to take birth control. Like, I get it that that's something that women have to be concerned for, but holy fuck, should that not be used as a reason to force someone to take birth control when they don't want to? Edit 2, I do not have a problem with acne or irregular periods or heavy bleeding or cramping. Just thought I'd reiterate that there is literally no secondary reason to take it. There's nothing to regulate in my cycle because it regulates itself. My family has an increased risk for breast cancer, and I've seen that while on birth control, you have an increased risk of breast cancer. Sure, I can prevent ovarian cancer or whatever, but that's not what runs in my family. My parents still have me see my pediatrician, who is my mom's good friend. I don't have a lot of options to see doctors because I don't have a car for a good majority of the day. My brother uses the car in the morning and afternoon, so there's not much I can do about that. I mean, I think OP answered her own question. Like, low-key, girl, I couldn't have thought a better answer than just be like, fine, I'll take the birth control. But just like, don't take it. Like, get the pills and just don't take it. I think that's the only way you're going to get your parents to shut up and pay for your college if that's your goal. Don't get me wrong, I would love to encourage you to stick it to them and tell them to go fuck theyselves. Or I don't know, if you come across this video, like, hey parents, y'all are fuckheads. Please, for the love of God, don't force your child to take birth control when they don't want to. Like, I feel like the pendulum is swung to the other side of like, you're just as bad as the parents. You're just as bad as the no sex before marriage parents. Trying to jam some birth control pills down her throat. But like, respectfully, parents, get it the fuck together. Damn, honestly, all the comments on this are kind of making me cringe a little bit. I mean, top comment is not the a-hole, your body, your choice. That said, if you ever become active, you should know that I've never seen tracking your cycle alone work long term. I understand that. This one is kind of wild. My son's girlfriend told me she tracks her cycles and know when her eggs are dropping. She has also gotten pregnant twice on accident. 6 months after they met, then again 7 weeks after birth. So I can confidently say cycle tracking does not work, but if you are not active, this is all irrelevant. So are you trying to justify the parents' actions here? Like, I think this one is another commenter. I think this one is complicated. Ultimately, not the a-hole, because no one should be able to force medical decisions on you if you are of sound mind and able to make them yourself, period. However, I absolutely see their concern and why they want to protect you, even if they're not going about it in the best way. I see you mentioned tracking your period. That is not an effective or reliable form of birth control. It also sounds like you may have an overly demonized view of birth control as a whole, and I would strongly encourage you to do more research from reliable sources when/if you make the decision to become sexually active. Yes, they have potential side effects like all medications, but birth control has also been subject to a lot of fear-mongering and misinformation as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, educate her, but like, I just don't understand how people are kind of somewhat justifying what these parents are shoving down her throat. And something that maybe I'm picking up, and maybe something that I'm picking up more on than the comments and whatnot, is I think a big reason OP doesn't want to take birth control is because of her sports. Like, I think it's kind of implied here, chat, based off the way that she spoke about it, that she's going to college to pursue a specific sport. Because why would she mention that if that wasn't a long-term thing she had to think about? I'm an athlete with a regular period and regular symptoms. I have no desire to change that, because if it gets messed up, then it impacts my performance too. Like, I'm guessing if she's 17 and it seems to me that she already knows where she's going to college at this point. Well, maybe she's just a young 17-year-old going to college in August. I mean, either way, I mean, it sounds like she is an athlete, and being at the peak of her athletic acumen is really important to her. And like, yeah, bro, like, I've seen the shit that birth control can do to somebody when their body doesn't react well to it. And I couldn't imagine dealing with those things while you're an athlete and like trying to perform at your best possible level. I mean, here's the thing, y'all, is like, even if like it doesn't directly affect, because you guys are like saying like, oh, well, there's a possibility that the birth control would not affect her sports, which, yeah, there is. But even if there's not, like, there are so many indirect ways that it could affect her sport. Like, I know that some people that I've met who've taken birth control before, it affects like how their body gains weight or loses weight. It affects how their skin breaks out. It affects how tired they are. Like, there's so many small things that like take women a long time to realize is like actually an issue because of their birth control. Like, I kind of understand where OP's coming from. Like, if OP is really focused on her athletics and wants to take it somewhere, going on birth control is a wrench in the cog that you just don't need to fuck with. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's great that the commenters are trying to educate her on like, hey, cycle tracking, not the best method. I will say, like, you can have sex with somebody where the birth control is just condoms, and like that's fine. Like, if she wants to eventually have sex and they just use condoms, like, there's a way to do that completely safely. Yeah, when I first started the pill, I got mega depressed. And Bev girl, that takes a long time for you to come to the conclusion of like, oh, taking birth control is making me depressed. And then further like weaning off of it too, not weaning, but like getting off the pill as well. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of with her. I'm like, why even fuck with it? Yeah, and Eminem though, like I know people who have gotten the IUD and it still fucks them up. Like I don't like I'm just not a big fan of people making women do a birth control if they're not comfortable with it, because like it does, no matter which one it is, there are side effects to all of them. Hormonal or not, there are side effects to all of them that can fuck you up. Like, and maybe this is just the athlete in me because I played hockey and took it pretty seriously all the way up until sophomore year of college. But like, to me, it's like, why would you change what you're eating? Right? Like, if you know that a big bowl of pasta is going to be a good meal the day before your game, why take a risk and change it to something else? Like, that's how I look at this. If you know that your body operates in a way that you can handle when you're not on birth control and that doesn't affect your athletics, why roll the dice? Yeah, the IUD messed me up major time. It broke into pieces and became a nightmare to get removed. Like, it's not just hormonal. Wait, MBM, did you just get an IUD put in you? Oh my god. Wait, MBM, this is so funny. MBM's just trying to defend her they gave me lidocaine in my cervix and I didn't feel it at all. Ooh, I'll have to remember that. Sam has to get her IUD. I actually shouldn't be talking about this. I don't know why I brought that up. My bad, Sam. That's good to know, though. I would never get an IUD. Nothing is being put in me that I can't easily remove because of side effects. Dude, oh my god, the birth control pill like side effects page is insane. And Eminem justifying her potentially bad decision. Listen, I don't think it's a bad decision for the normal person. Like I said, if or I maybe I didn't clarify this, but if you're sexually active and you have the capacity, like, and you're not like a athlete or something in your life, like you're in a position in your life where like if something happens with your birth control, like I would encourage you to do it, right? Because like at the end of the day, unless you're with a man that you fully trust, who's not gonna do some fuck shit, like having your own birth control that you control is really beneficial. You know, like I think it's a great thing that MBEM has gotten IUD put in, you know? That being said, like it has the possibility to fuck MBEM up, you know? I take the pill, I'm scared of the things that get inserted, LOL. That's okay, Asian Fury. Can't I just get my shit snipped or something? You probably could, Lee. Can I order a hysterectomy for Lee, please? Yeah, maybe too. Maybe it's just the vibe that I'm getting. Like, if OP and her boyfriend started having sex, I'm fairly confident that they would be using condoms. Like, OP sounds like she runs a tight fucking ship. If she's sitting there and she's like, yeah, me and my boyfriend have decided we're not having sex. Like, we are keeping it real PG in this household because we don't need that shit to distract us from our goals. Me personally, I'm not that worried about OP getting pregnant. Like, if I'm the parents, I'm more like, okay, if you don't want birth control, that's fine. We would just encourage you to think about it if you guys do start having sex. And if you do start having sex, please, for the love of God, use condoms. We're going to buy you a box of condoms and you are going to hold on to those for life. Like, that's the way that these parents should go about it. Her life goals are birth control enough. Exactly. I hate that everything birth control related is for women to take except the condom. I mean, there's vasectomies for guys, but that's like a whole big deal, you know? Not big deal, but you know what I mean. Like, well, I guess it's technically reversible, but usually from my understanding, you don't want to do it unless you're prepared for that to be like a permanent solution. There really should be birth control for men, for real. I feel like it shouldn't be that hard. No, it's not a big deal. If Rhett and Link can do it, holding hands, anyone can do it. I just more meant like it's a big deal because like the permanence of it, which I know it can be reversed, but like, I don't know. From my understanding, it's more of something that you're supposed to do when you're prepared for it to be permanent. I wouldn't trust guys with birth control, to be honest. You know what, Fearless Kitty Cat? You might be cooking low key. You might be cooking. Crazy. Chat, we finished all of our stories. Let me see if I can find some good ones. Ooh, this one has an update. Okay, wait, let's read this one. Let's read this one, chat. Because there's a little update, poo. And you know me, chat, I'm a slut for an update. A slupdate, if you will. I might have not cooked there. Hey, Jojo Zer, thank you for resubscribing with Prime. Chat, let me actually run ads right now. That way we don't have to deal with ads for the rest of the stream. And then we'll hop into the next story, okay? Who isn't a slut for an update? That's fair. Sterilization Reddit has resources for getting sterilized for uterus havers. W Sterilization Reddit. Why do women get like 99% of the bad stuff? And Rainbow Gravestone just said sexism. Sarby, is Beans there? Yeah, he's in his cat tree. Y'all didn't see him climb earlier? Beep, 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 beep. You know what? I'm going to run ads on YouTube too. I'm trying to get my bag. We got like 36 seconds left, chat. I love updates. Shirt win. What's your favorite color? It's purple. Purple. You can just literally look at my Twitch channel. Got my purpley name. Am I purpley enough for your purple club? Banished to the ad realm. Exactly. Bam, 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 bam. YouTube, if you guys could like up the stream, that would be greatly appreciated. Is everyone back from ads? Are we back from ads, chat? Sorry, Twitch is a platform is purple. You're purple. Got his ass. Hey, what up, Cloudy? How's life going? Anything exciting going on? I'm traveling a little bit this month. I'm going to go see Sam in the middle of the month, but I'm going to bring my laptop so I can stream from her place. Wait, who donated $5? Riley, thank you for the $5 dono. Can Beans have treats? I usually only give him treats like if he comes down and asks for them. I don't really want to bug him. But if you keep coming to stream, I'm sure we will give him treats very soon. Very, very soon, y'all. All right, let's start this one, chat. We got a lot to get through. Thank you for the $5 dono, Riley. I appreciate it. Chat, if you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 97 people watching, 82 likes. I know we could get that to 90. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on the post noti so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. Here we go. Am I the a-hole for towing half of the neighborhood? My family, in parentheses, my wife's side, have a summer apartment in the south of France in a gated community. All year, there is no parking issues. But in the summer, since Airbnb came out, it's hell to find a parking spot since there is no allocated space. There is a place with no... There is a place with no clear parking lines. Imagine a big square of concrete where everyone can park for free. I had the opportunity with 3 neighbors to buy this parking to the co-propriety. It's like an HOA, but with less power here. Damn, we need that shit. So we bought it last year. We made 6 large parking spaces for our cars with lines and plates numbers in front of each parking spot, and put a gate which is always open for the other neighbors to park here. In parentheses, you can park 3 to 5 other cars. Here in France, July and August are 2 months where almost everyone is in vacation, so Airbnb and location peak. Here in France, July and August are 2 months where almost everyone comes here for vacation. So Airbnb peaks here during this period. Last week, one of the neighbors that bought the parking spot with me told me that the parking was packed, and he managed to park only one of his 2 cars on an unassigned parking spot. In parentheses, his parking spots were taken, mine was too, and the third neighbor's was as well. Every free slot was also taken. So he put a warning sign telling parking is for resident only and not for anyone else. Q 2 days ago, when I come with my wife and kids for vacation, I drove by night to avoid traffic, and when I got there at 3 a.m., parking is packed. I have no choice but to park 300 meters, about 1,000 feet from my home. Next morning, we put out a large sign telling cars on assigned parking spots would be towed, and texted every neighbor to ask for their plate to not tow a resident. Today in the morning, the same shit happened, so we closed the gate, phoned the police, and everyone got towed. Shit hit the fan, bunch of Airbnb and sorry guys, English. Sorry, I should have specified this is an English is a second language post, so I'm trying to fix everything while we go. Shit hit the fan. A bunch of Airbnb people called the cops and homeowners to ask why they got towed, and the location was saying with parking, so a lot of refunds were asked. My phone was ringing nonstop today. Some homeowners tell me they were going to sue for the refund they got. Some Airbnb tenants told me they will sue for the towing cost. We have everything documented. Yeah, I don't think the homeowners can do shit. I'm sorry, y'all. If you're an Airbnb owner, like, get your bag, king or queen. Just all the Airbnb owners that I've been seeing on my TikTok feed are so fucking annoying. Don't get me wrong, I love using Airbnb here and there. That being said, I think it has been a pandemic for allowing shitty people who would be shitty landlords be shitty Airbnb hosts. Lots of Airbnb homeowners tell us that we are the a-hole here because we didn't tell them ahead, but we did put a lot of signs on the parking spot since last year since we bought it. They just hadn't come by to see it, and they approved the selling of this parking to us, so not really sure what to do. So are we the a-hole here for towing everyone here? Like, and this is the dumb shit that like annoys me about Airbnb owners is they just look at it as like, hands off, I do whatever I want and I make easy money. And then it's like, hey bro, but you got to do a good job, right? Like, people who own hotels have to make sure that everything going on with their hotel is like up and running to the proper levels that it needs to be, or else people are going to shit on the hotel. Same thing here. If you were woefully unaware that OP and these other tenants bought a part that was usually used as free parking so that they can park there themselves and they're not allowing people to park there, you got to be on top of that. That's nobody's fault except for the Airbnb owners. And like, I don't know how France works, but I severely doubt they have any leg to stand on for suing. Like, we were really bad business owners who didn't do our due diligence in figuring out where people who stayed at our Airbnb could park. We're going to sue you for that. Like, I don't know. I really do hope that France's rules are not shitty enough to where that would be something that actually flew. Sarby, the ads I keep playing are fully AI generated. I mean, what am I supposed to do about that? Like, I can't take it up with YouTube. Dislike. If you see ads like that, click the don't show me this ad button, you know? I feel like that's the only way that you can either not get shown that ad again and or tell YouTube that that's a shitty ad that they should be charging a lot more for. You know? I can't really do anything about that one, bro. You don't run YouTube? My life is a lie. You know, Squinky Blue, contrary to popular belief, I do not own YouTube. I know that is a common thing that people mess up, but I'm here to squash that today. I feel like the majority of ads now are AI. No, for real. Those companies were like, we don't have to pay actors anymore. We don't have to pay actually talented people. We can just pay some boner who saw one course on YouTube about how to build a $10,000 business with Claude, can pump out the shittiest AI generated ad of our lifetime, and that'll save us money. Like, they're just, any of those companies that think like that, they're fucking boners. I don't believe you. I'm pretty sure you do own YouTube. Damn, you guys are on to me, bro. Last Airbnb I went to, the lady gave me a 3-star review because I didn't communicate enough. I texted her every time she messaged me. I just didn't reply right away because I was on vacation. No, for real. Dude, Airbnb hosts are insufferable. Don't get me wrong. There are some really good ones. Shout out home skilly vanilly Jennifer. All right. I stayed in her Airbnb in Salem. Shout out the Goosebumps Airbnb. She's awesome. Fantastic woman. Even I stayed in another Airbnb with my girlfriend in like Madison, New Hampshire or something like that. And they were awesome too because they just like, they were like, here's how you get in. Let us, what's your guys' favorite drink? Like my girlfriend's favorite drinks are Moxie sodas. So I just told them that. And then they gave us a couple cans of Moxie soda. And I was like, cool. Like that's great. You know? Oh my God, I saw a post the other day from a struggling AI artist charging $100 plus for commissions. Oh, dude, that's so funny to me. I can't decide who's more dumb, the AI artist or the people paying $100 plus for AI artist commissions. Like, I genuinely believe if you're fucking dumb enough to pay for that, like, you kind of deserve to get the money yoinked from you, you know? Like, it's the same view that I have on crypto. If you're dumb enough to buy into a meme coin, maybe you don't deserve that money. In the big, if it was like 20, well, when was that popular? If it was like 2021, fine. I get it. I get how you were bamboozled. If you fell for Trump coin, you're dumb. And you probably deserve to have that money yoinked from you. If you bought into the SpaceX IPO and you lost money, I feel 0% bad for you. Like I really hope you put your mortgage on that and lost the house. Like, you need a full reset, dog. Aren't Airbnbs more expensive than hotels now? I mean, it's pretty comparable. Like, if any of y'all are going anywhere, look into both Airbnbs and hotels. Because odds are you could probably get a hotel for pretty cheap. That actually reminds me. If any of y'all are going to TwitchCon, I'm going this year. I need to buy my tickets and book a hotel or something, bro. Yeah, I feel like on Airbnb, you shouldn't be able to advertise that you have parking unless you own the parking spots. Me personally. Where's TwitchCon this year? San Diego. Hotels right now are stupid cheap because of how Trump fucked international travel. Yeah, fuck that guy. God, that guy's such a fucking boner. Big old boner. All right, chat. Let's do it. Let's do this update. All right. One more call to action. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on the post noties so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. All right. Update. We got people towed in our we towed more people for parking in our reserve spots again, and we've also got people towed for parking in front of the gate, in parentheses, so nobody could leave the parking at all. In parentheses, so nobody could leave the parking at all. We've got people putting a sign on our reserved parking spots with their plate numbers so they don't get towed. In parentheses, the management guy called us asking if we added new license plates to be sure to not tow our cars. I've never encountered this level of entitlement from random people before. That's fucking crazy. Talk about doing the most. We got one of the Airbnb tenants. We caught one of the... Sorry, guys. Once again, English is the second language. Bear with me while I fix everything. We caught one of the Airbnb tenants red-handed as he was parking in our assigned spot, and he showed us an email from one of our renters... And he showed us an email from the Airbnb host, aka one of our neighbors, who straight up told him to put a sign and park anyways. So as of today, we are closing the gate and put 2 new warning signs telling people to get the fuck off of our property. No more friendly neighbors. On the bright side, we were on the pool after lunch and chatted with a UK family who got towed yesterday, and they told us Airbnb was already processing a partial refund for the week and an 100% refund for the towing. So they were kind of happy with the outcome. I told them they can park in my second space as my wife will leave our second parking spot today. Oh, that's kind of nice of OP. You know what? If I was OP, I would charge the Airbnb hosts. Business opportunity. We took a lot of pictures and got in touch with one of the neighbors' lawyers who bought the space with us because we got a lot of phone calls from Airbnb renters and police and city officials about the issue today. In parentheses, renters gave our info. I don't even know if that is legal. I mean, what are the police gonna do? Can you imagine that? Hey, I'm some entitled lazy ass Airbnb owner. Oh, these are the renters. Oh. Even then, like, how are those phone calls going? Hey, I know there are signs telling me that I can't fucking park here, but like, wee woo, can you please? Like, if anything, they should be calling the police on the Airbnb owners because they're falsely advertising their Airbnbs. Lots of new people came today to start their vacation week. I hope they get the hint of the many signs we put and don't come in our parking. Man, I sure hope so too. OP replied to a comment saying, yeah, our lawyer is already tracking them because here you can rent for a maximum of 60 days a year at Airbnb or you're illegally renting. So we'll see what comes out of his research. Damn, that's actually such a great rule. Yeah, I kind of look at like Airbnb similar to like all these greedy, faceless YouTube channels that are popping up. Like Airbnb's the exact same. People just saw like an easy way to make money. And then a bunch of fucking shitty gurus came out with courses about how they made $10,000 off of blah, 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 blah. And then lazy motherfuckers who don't want to work were like, I'm going to do that. Like, they just look at it as like a get-rich-quick scheme. They don't actually care about the customer. They don't care about the audience that they're making AI videos for. They just download a Wikipedia page and make a commentary video about it. Dumb. Stupid. Airbnb owners and shitty landlords are the exact same people, different flavors. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure a bunch of landlords jumped into it. You know? Also, Airbnb just kind of like ruins You know, like I love the countries that put a cap on Airbnbs because it's like if people are just going into the city and buying as many Airbnbs as they can so that they can rent them out, it's just like, where are the homes for the people who actually want to fucking live there? Crazy. Crazy. Bum, 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 bum. Oh my God, chat. Oh, wait, but Reddit on Wiki is live. Oh, they're doing their 5-year anniversary stream. All right, guys, we're going to raid them. Chat, we are going to raid the Reddit on Wiki, boys. I need y'all to come through and do it, all right? Like I said, 5 p.m., I got to get off and hang out with my beautiful girlfriend. But I'm going to send you guys over to the Reddit on Wiki boys. All right? Make sure to tell them I said hello. Make sure to tell them I said thank you. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream before you leave. I see 102 of you guys. 10 of y'all haven't liked up the stream yet. Damn, we dropped 5 viewers. Damn it. Why do y'all hate me, bro? Why do y'all hate me? I'm going to be going live tomorrow. I want to continue the Subnautica playthrough. I think, chat, this week, I want to do like a 9-hour stream where I read Reddit for 3 hours and then I try to finish up a lot of Subnautica for 6 hours. So that's the plan this week. All right, chat. All right, tell the Reddit on Wiki boys I said hello. See you guys next stream. Bye.